Good morning to you. It's Daybreak at iFiber One. I'm Jeff Slakey along with Vicki Steele. Morning, Vicki.
Good morning.
And we've got a great guest in studio here this morning. Bryan Sprenger is talking about the letter carrier's food drive that's coming up. Good morning, Bryan.
Good morning, Jeff.
How you doing?
Great.
Thanks
it's
for
great
coming
day.
on the air.
Stamp out that hunger.
We're going to do it.
It
I
has
got my pen on.
been, let's see, 42 million, or basically 1 in 6 Americans are food insecure. 13 million, or 1 in 6 kids, are living in a food insecure household.
Wow.
And the letter carrier's food drive has been an annual, ongoing collection of food. Is it the biggest food drive in the country based on the folks who do these things, or the
I don't know
letter
about
carriers across?
I'm not sure. I'll check into that, but
It's got to be up there at least.
I don't know about poundage-wise, but participation-wise, because we have access to literally over 200 million addresses.
Yeah.
So the participation from the grassroots level, that is, every male customer would have opportunity to participate. So we have a basis there. We had a really great year last year, and looking forward to see what happens this year.
So what do you think happened last year that really boosted the numbers from years previous?
For us locally here in the Shelton area, we added the fact that we put out plastic bags, and those will be coming out the Wednesday prior, which is 2 days from
People to
today.
put the food in, too.
Yeah,
Oh,
for the
very
folks
cool.
to add their collection, leave it in the box or at the box, and that really helped us turn the corner here.
Well, you don't want to give anybody an opportunity to miss it by, even if it's just as slight as, I don't have any bags, or
I know.
I forgot the bag. If it's right there in front of their face, they'll go, oh yeah, this is what this is used for.
Exactly.
And so talk to me, this is always an amazing thing, because the letter carriers already have quite full vehicles that
Oh,
they
yes.
travel around as they're delivering the mail.
Yes.
So as they are dropping off a letter here and a letter there, they're picking up a bag here and a bag there. How does all that work? Do they have to make multiple stops then throughout the day as
Yes.
as the vehicles get full?
We hope so.
Yeah.
We hope that they have to make multiple stops and multiple runs back down. We actually drop right at the Saints Pantry. And that's what's beautiful about this drive, Jeff, is it's local.
Mm-hmm.
The bag that the folks will receive this week will say Thurston County Food Pantry on it, but in all actuality, we just get our bags from them. All our food collected will stay in the local community. It
Oh,
will be
that's
dropped
awesome.
off at Saints. So we hope that our carriers will have to make multiple trips back to town to drop off their collection.
That means it's successful.
A very
That's right. That's what we're looking for.
Last year, they celebrated the 25th anniversary and collected 75 million pounds of food for a total of
Wow.
approximately 1.6 billion pounds over the history of the drive.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
That's amazing.
Those are staggering numbers. Now we're building on 1 billion, and we would just love to see, with we topped 6,600 pounds here in our unit last year, which was a record for the Shelton office. So we want to keep building upon that, obviously.
6,600. That is impressive.
And
to
that's
be
going
sure.
on all this week?
Yeah, how's this work for folks?
Okay.
Well, you should have already received your postcard in the mail, and then the bags will be placed in the mailboxes this Wednesday. And then if you'll leave that next to or in your box, we'll be doing the actual collection on Saturday,
Okay.
Okay.
the 12th.
And the types of food are the normal non-perishable canned food donations, or even non-perishable boxed food donations?
Cans, boxes, anything that's non-perishable. We can't take any of the frozen or anything that has to be dealt with, but we've seen it all.
When you talk with the food banks over the years, or just folks in the community where the need is greatest, what are some of the types of foods? Often we'll say, oh, food drive, great,
Right.
where the lima beans.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
Nothing against lima beans, but
They have their place.
they have their place.
I don't mind lima
and
beans.
oftentimes their place is in a bag for the food drive.
Right.
Are there certain types of foods that if somebody's going to the store today and they're going to be heading down that canned food aisle, and they're going to get stuff for this
I'm
specifically,
thinking ravioli,
what would be some things that...
That sounds-
vegetables,
Like
yeah,
a
the
meal,
vegetables,
soups,
peanut butter. I see.
peanut butter.
Yeah, in my own collections, I've
Uh-huh.
seen scads, cans upon cans, jar upon jar of peanut butter. That's always popular because who doesn't like peanut butter?
Right.
Sure.
I have never met a person that did not.
Well, I don't think they could be considered an American.
I don't think so either.
We won't get into the chunky or creamy.
Right.
debate.
No, that's
rice
that's
and
for
beans.
another day.
Rice and beans.
Yeah,
That's always good. That's
rice
always-
or beans,
you know.
good. Yeah, it says here over.
Cornbread mixes.
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It says over 5 million seniors, consider that 50 and above, currently face hunger in our country. So this really goes
Oh,
back
so
to
sad.
help the folks
Yeah.
in the community. What are some of the success stories that you've seen out on your route when you come around the corner and you go, oh my gosh, that's a lot of bags of food?
I'm planning the rest of the day. How many trips back to the pantry?
Yeah.
And we want to fill it up. One year I was not on a route. I was in my car doing a route collection where we had people volunteer to meet the carrier en route instead of
wow,
the
yeah.
carrier having to come back.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
I filled my car to the point where I couldn't see out of the car.
Oh, my.
Literally had to be careful driving back to the food bank in order to unload. Those
So
are the
very-
kind of days that keep a grin on the face.
That's great.
Very generous
Very
in the community.
Yeah.
So you will see the bags coming here a couple days from now. They'll be in your mailbox there. And then how does it work for apartments? Is it all the same? They kind of gather near the mail box area?
Yeah, the area is fine.
Okay.
We'll pick those up right there. And the group boxes, the CBUs, we call them, community box units, many neighborhoods have now, just at the base of those, and we'll
Okay.
pick those up. They don't have to be in our bag. That's just a means to collect. You know, we'll make sure that if the food's there, that it will be picked up.
Okay.
And certainly if they do their time standing in line here in the office, they can bring it here. We'll have a drop point here at the office.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point, too.
Yeah.
So they are looking to stamp out hunger for the National Association of Letter Carriers annual food drive. Over 1 billion pounds collected nationally over the years that they've been doing this, and a great turnout in the Shelton area last year with some 6,600 pounds here. The second Saturday in May is the 12th, and it's going to be a nice sunny day for those letter carriers. 80 degrees.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
We're okay with that.
Brian, nice to talk with you this morning.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
It's great.
thank
Have a
you
good
for what
one.
you guys do. That's awesome.